Hi everyone, in this episode we're gonna fix the flat tire in the bicycle of my son, and he will help me to fix the bicycle. Enjoy! So Yair is gonna show the tools that we're gonna use. So we're gonna use these stickers, sandpaper, and this is the patch. We're gonna use spoons to take out the tire, out of the rim. There is another option, which is these patches. They are coming with glues. First stage, we need to take out the tire. For that, we're taking 2 spoons. There are also special tools that can be assisting, and I will show them later. So now we're going to take out the tire from the rim on this side. So we push it between the rim and the tire, and we are twisting it upward like this. Okay, עכשיו אתה מחזיק אותו. We are holding the first one, and then we're using the second one. We're moving a little to the left, and we are repeating this. Sometimes the tire is sitting on a step on the rim, so we need to push it to the center like this. Okay, on the opposite side, we're pushing it to the center, and then we have more slack on this side. So it's easier now. So we now can leave one of them. It is still holding. If we go too far, it's going to be too hard. Okay, it is not always going from the first time. So I'm holding with the finger here, so it will not pop back in. So we have this spoon that I take out, and we're going to use it again in this side. All right, it's a little hard to do it, so you can help the kid. Now when it is about this section, it will not pop back again, so we can take out the spoons. Okay, one thing that we forgot to do is to release the brake. We will do it in a minute. The angle of the entrance must be very flat. Otherwise it will not be able to go under. It's supposed to come like to this area, and then to pop it out like this. Okay, just want to explain. So we have the rim here. Okay, the rim is out of this tire, and then we're trying to go in here like this, and we need to get and push this one out. This is what we're doing. So if we're coming in a steep angle, so we are not able to get to this area, to the edge. That's why we need to take the spoon and make it in a very shallow angle, and then push it and take it out. Okay. In order to take this valve, we need to take out the cork. We're not doing it just on this valve, because we can damage the valve, the connection between the valve and the tube. Now is the reason, we can see the reason why we need to release the brake. Because once the tire is going out of the rim, so the brake which is braking on the rim is colliding with the tire. Okay, so how do we release it? We releasing this angled tube from this thing. I'm gonna hold these brake and close them, and Yael is going to take out this. Okay, אני לוחץ פנימה. So I'm pressing the brake. תמשוך עכשיו את הצינורית. לאט לאט. תנסה להבין איך להוציא. Okay, and it's released. Okay, so we almost completed releasing this side of the tire from the rim. In this stage, it can already go with the fingers. All right. יופי. זהו, הכל בחוץ, נכון? Okay.
And now let's demonstrate how do we work with the tire lever.
This part, which is going downward, it goes like this. So we insert it in a flat angle, and we twist it up, and it pops up the tire above the rim. So the hook is to catch it like this. So we have free hands, and then we take the second one and we move a little to the right or to the left. Now we can be free to insert the next one. Now if I have third tool, so I can use the third tool, but usually in this case already I can release one of them, and I'm holding with the finger to prevent it from jumping out. And again I'm going to the next point. Now it goes easy, and I can even slide it like this. So now that we released the tire entirely, we can take out the tube. So we're taking out the tube. We must be very careful here where the valve is, not to push it out. Okay, in this area what we are doing, we are opening the tire, and we're pushing it with the finger out and releasing it. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to inflate the tube and search for the hole. Okay, so we're using just this simple hand pump. Okay, this is about the size that we need to inflate it to start and see if there is some hole. We don't want to inflate too much. So if I turn my hand around the tube, I already can feel that here there is a flat tire. Okay, we found a hole. Yes, we found the hole. Okay, so the next thing is to mark the hole that we just found. If you're wetting your hand, so it's even easier to feel the air going out because it suddenly becomes cool. Now, in cases that the hole is too small, let's say it takes 3 days for the air to go out, so you will not be able to feel it with your fingers. So in this case, we're going to use a bucket of water, and we're going to push the tube into the bucket, and we will see the bubbles going out. We will demonstrate it here also. Okay, this was an easy trick to find the hole, is to use the tongue, which is very sensitive to the air, and then you can just pinpoint the exact location. So we marked it in circle, and in a minute I will actually mark it with X to have a precise location, so it is clear where the hole is. So I'm marking the hole like this. The next step would be to repair the hole. We must remember that this can be not the only hole. Sometimes there are 2 thorns. All right. So now we're going to repeat again the process of finding the hole. We're going to inflate again. You see that this was a big hole, so the air got out pretty quickly. Okay, that's enough. So now we have inflated again. We know already where is the hole, but anyway, when you don't know where is the hole, you're just changing every time the position in the bicycle, and you're looking for the hole. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is very clear. This is a big hole. In case of a small hole, so you'll see small bubbles. All right. Okay, we will just repeat the test in a nearby location just to make sure that we don't have additional holes. Okay, so we finished with finding the hole. So the next thing we need to do is to repair this hole. In order to have a good adhesion, we have to file the tube. Okay, so we're going to use the sandpaper that came with the set, and we're going to scrub it like this. Yeah, okay. My experience is that this set of stickers, they are very comfortable, taking very small place, small room in your bag. So it is really good advice to have one set like this. It's a little more expensive than these simple ones, but I find it very useful and I like them a lot. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the like button. So as we said, we have two options. One of them is to use this kit, which is the preferred one, for my opinion. And this is the whole size of the kit, very small, very comfortable. And the application is also very simple. And you have the sandpaper, and you have the patches, and you take just the patch that you need, one patch. The glue is already on the patch, and you don't need to apply any glue from any other place. This patch is instant. You just put it and it is ready. You can just put back the tube, inflate it, and then it's ready. So I'm taking the sandpaper and I'm making the surface rough to allow good adhesion of the patch. So I'm using the sandpaper at least in two directions, perpendicular to each other, to have good surface roughness. And then you have to make the marks again. And after you have it all ready, so you're just taking the patch carefully. You're removing it from its base. Right? Now this part is very sticky, so if it will stick to itself, it will be hard to use it. So just do it very carefully. And I'm applying it on the center where the hole is. Okay. And I'm pressing it. You see the color change when I press it. Okay, I'm just making sure that I applied pressure everywhere. And it's ready. On the other hand, you have also this kit, which is this is the size of the kit. And you have here also the sandpaper, or you have this, which is also used as something to make surface roughness for good adhesion. And you have the patch, which is not pre-applied with the glue. The glue is coming in separately, and you have to apply the glue on the tube and then apply the patch and then hold it for a while until it gets dried. Usually it's better to put something heavy on this area for a while, and then just after it is drying you can put it back into the tire. So now we continue after we put the patch here and it is repaired. Before we put it back into the tire, we have to look for the thorn. The thorn is somewhere in the tire, and if you put it back like this, it will punch again a hole in the tube, and actually we didn't do anything. We have a clue of the location. So if we have the valve here, and we know that the repair is here, so it's almost 180 degrees, okay? So this is where we can look for the thorn. So if we see that the hole is here, so the thorns should be somewhere here. Let's see. So I'm turning it toward my side until the hole for the valve is here, and I'm looking for the thorn. We are sliding our fingers from the inside part of the tire on this side, and on this side, and on this side. We're looking for the thorn. Okay, we found it. Oh yeah, we found it. Got it. Good. Seems like there is another one here. A very small one. So there might be a couple here. Some of them punched the hole and some were not. So we're going to take out all of them. And of course we're going to try and understand where did we ride with the bicycle that we got so many. So before you return the tube, you must look for all the thorns that are inside the inside of the tire, because you might find a couple of them. So here we can see that this thorn, it's actually protruding until this side, of course. Here's the thorn. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have one out, but we have another one I felt with the fingers.
אני יכול את השני.
הנה.
אני יכול את השני.
Okay, another one here. So we found two of them, and I'm gonna search and feel with my finger through all the inside of the tire, just to make sure that we don't have any additional thorns. Okay, seems like it's cleared.
מה?
Now we're gonna return the tube into the tire. To return it, first we put the valve into the valve hole. This is the first thing to put back in place. Okay, sometimes to take out the air, we need to take out the valve to release all the air from the tube.
אני רוצה להוציא לו.
Okay, to take out the valve, we have this special tool. I'll put the link down below. So this one goes in to this, and we just turn it like a screw.
ככה מוצאים
כן,
אוויר.
כך מוצאים את הוונטיל. Now you must be careful that it will not fly away when you do it, because if there is a pressure in the tube, it can jump out.
כן, זה מה שיש לך פה.
נכון. And this is the valve itself. Okay? When you are pressing on this knob, it is opening and closing the entrance of the air. Okay, so now when we took it out, the tube is totally flat. We can already put it back so we not lose it. Okay, when you tight it, not too hard. So we're going back to put it in. So as we said, first we're going to put the valve in place. To allow it, we just open it like this. We push it up, and then we can put it in and put it into the hole. Nice trick to avoid the cases where this will just jump in. We can put the lid on it, and then it will avoid it from falling back down. Okay, so now we put it in. Okay, and we trying to keep it straight so it will not be bended and twisted like this inside the tube, inside the tire. Okay. נראה טוב? Looks good? Okay. צד שני זה לא מסתיים. So now we're going to put it back like we took it out with the spoons. First thing, we are starting with the valve. It always needs special attention. So this is the first one that we're going to put in place. Now, make sure that the valve is not too much outward. If it would be outward like this, it will not sit in place. It's supposed to come under this stiff area. Here there is a stiff area. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing it all the way in, and then I'm pushing this side in. אבל תתחיל ותלך לכיוון הזה. At some point when we come near the end, so it begins to be hard. So first thing, we must again do this same thing. We're going to release this to the center of the rim. Okay, and then when it is the center of the rim, so it has a little more room to go to this direction. נכון. And now we continue with the spoons. Okay, when we push in the spoon, so when we put it in, it must be about in the line of the rim. Otherwise, we can damage the tube. We can make a bite on the tube and damage it. Okay. Okay, these are a little small bicycle, and these tools are too big a little. Maybe we can use the spoons here. The spoons are shorter. כל הכבוד. Okay. תיקח עוד כפית. So now I can release this one and go to the next step. אוקיי. אוקיי. ואתה מחזיק אותה, אתה לא מוציא אותה. אתה מוציא את זאתי. נכון? אתה הולך שלב אחרי שלב. So we go step by step. And then sometimes you can even do it manually already. Okay? Because it's always almost jumping back in. All right. Vicky. Okay. So now it's all back in place. Okay, let's inflate it by making sure that everything is sitting in place. And I'm pushing with my finger from this side, the valve. I'm supporting. So we actually gave it 40 psi, which is totally fine for these bicycles.
זה 440.
כן, אתה רוצה לשחרר? יופי.
עכשיו אני אעשה סיבוב עליהם.
כך, 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 כך.
תיקח לנו...
Okay, so we finished and we have fixed the flat tire. One thing that we forgot is to return the rear brake. So what we're going to do is going to do the same thing that we did to disassemble it in reverse direction. So let me just show you from this side. We have this ladder which is connected to this piece, this end of tube, and it is coming from here and it is leaning against this shoulder. So now we're going to do it. So my advice is that the adult will press the brake, again the springs of the brake, and the young one can put this back. Okay, this way. Releasing and returning. Let me show you it from another angle. Releasing and returning. So now we have the brake back. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye. תגיד שלום.
ביי.
סע לי אופניים, אתה יכול לנסוע.